So, in the today's class, we are going to start our new chapter. The name of the chapter is The Earth's Platform. It's chapter number 4 for the socials class 5. So, everybody open the page number 36. Everybody open the page number 36. Everybody open the page number 36 in their books. So, everybody open the page number 36.
Yes, sir.
Everybody
Here
open the
now
page
we
number
will write
36.
in notebook. Yes, sir.
Okay, so open page number 36. Okay. So the name of the chapter is the Earth's landform. So the topic number 1 on the page number 36 is about what cause land forms to be formed. Okay. Before starting the chapter, before starting the chapter, if you see the name, if you see the name of the chapter, the name of the chapter is saying that the earth's land form. So basically they are talking about the forms of land. There are so many forms of land. Why? Because in our earth the land is up and down. Some land is very much up and some land is very much down. There are different names for the upland and there are different names for the downland. Downland and the upland are not actual terminology. What these terminologies are called, we use or see them in the chapter. We see them in the chapter. Okay, so let me mark it. So it starts from here and ends at here. Okay. So Mohammad Disogi, can you read it?
Okay, sir. You may have noticed in your own country or in pictures that the surface of the earth is not flat, but varies greatly from place to place.
Okay. Switch it on. Okay. So Ayad, Ayad, can you read the same
Yes,
line?
sir. You may have, okay, you may have noticed in your own country or in pictures that the surface of the earth is not flat, but varies greatly from place to place.
Okay, that's good. So Disogi and Ayad both read it. Okay. So what did they read? Okay, they told us about the things. You notice one thing. What you notice? You also notice one thing, that in our own country or in the pictures, the surface of the earth is not flat. What is mean by the flat? The word mean flat means the surface is same. The surface of earth is like this? No. The surface sometime like this, sometime like this, sometime like this, and sometime like this, and sometime like this. So there are different surfaces. There are different surfaces. Earth is not flat. Earth is not flat. So but it varies. It varies greatly from place to place. Why? Because in the ground the earth is flat. In the playground the earth is flat, but on the mountains they are different, and in the hill area the surface is different. So it varies from place to place. If you go to desert, the surface of earth is different. It's not flat, it's not up and down, it's different. Okay, so it depends on the place that where you are, or at what place you are seeing the surface. Okay, so start reading from here till here. Okay. Yes, Marwan. Can you read it?
Okay, sir. Some places are mountains cause these variations through the powerful force of wind, rain, and sometimes rivers, which change the surface land. The type of landform varies from place to place. Let us take a
Oh no, wait
closer,
for a second. You miss one line.
which
You miss one line. Marwan, Marwan, read it from here. And afterwards, read this line. This one. You miss it and you come to this line. Starting it
others
from
are
here
flat.
till here.
Others are flat and yet together, and yet others are a mixture of flat land and hills. You may wonder what caused the variation.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, okay, Ayan, can you read this one as Marwan did?
Okay, sir. Some places are mountains, other are flat, and yet others are a mixture of flat land and hills. You may wonder what causes this variation.
That's it. Very good. Okay, so Marwan and Ayan both read it. What they read it? They read the sentence. What that sentence is saying, the sentence is simple. It's very much easy. You may wonder, okay, or you may think that so some places are mountainous. Some places are mountainous. Okay, we all know very well the mountains are flat. No, the mountains are big in size. Big in size, they are not flat. They are different at different heights. So some places are mountainous, other places are flat, and yet others are mixtures of flat land and hills. So there are different places. Some are mountainous, means they are not equal. Then there are some places which are flat, and there are some places which are mixture of flat land and the hills. You may wonder what causes this variation. You may think, okay, what you can think that how these things form, how the land form in this way causes this variation. The word variation means changes. How this change in the earth is done, how this thing is the formed, which thing caused this change, which thing caused this variation in the earth. Okay, so okay, wait a second. Yasin Ayman, can you read it, Yasin?
Yes, sir. Through the powerful force of wind, rain, and sometimes rivers which change the surface of land, the type of landforms varies from place to place. Let us know, take a closer look at the different types of landforms that are found on the surface of the earth.
Okay, that's great, Yasin. Very good. Okay, so what did Yasin read? Yasin said that through the powerful force of wind. So, as you see, you may wonder what things made these changes. So, because of the powerful force of a wind, wind has a power. Yes, storms are made from the wind. If there is no wind, then there will no storms. The sandstorms comes because of the wind. Okay, so there is a powerful force of wind, rain, and rain has a power because when rain drop down on the ground, they have power. Okay, but they have very less power. But if they continuously drop down on one place, they will break that thing. Okay, and sometimes river. So through the powerful force of wind, rain, and sometimes river, which changes the surface of land. The type of landform varies from place to place. Means the type of lands, the type of landforms are varies from place to place. Let us now take a closer look at the different types of landforms that are found on the surface of the earth. Everybody should close their videos, please. Everybody close their videos, please. Okay. So this paragraph is very much easy. This paragraph is telling about, you may notice that the earth is not flat. You found something mountainous and sometimes the flat ground, and sometimes you find out that the earth is flat or the hills. So did you ever think that what made these things in this form? So it is because of the powerful force of wind, rain, and rivers. They change the surface of land. Yes, they can. They have a power to change the surface of a land. The type of a land is varies. Different places, according to different places, they are different. So let's take a look at the different types of landforms that found on the surface of the earth. So everybody understand this thing? Everybody understand this
Yes,
paragraph?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now we are moving towards the next one. So this is a picture. I add a picture. Why I add the picture? Because I put the picture first. First see the picture. We have a figure 4.2. Major fold mountains of the world. In this sentence, we just know the world and the mountains, that we know the world is there. The mountains are there. But what are major fold? Okay, what are fold mountains? We will see them. We will see them. But just right now, just see the picture. See Arctic Circle, Alps. It's in Europe. Okay, Himalayan range. If you see if you see all these orange or the red ones are the mountain ranges. These are the different places. Okay, you see this one, Tropic of Capricorn, Andes, Equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, Alps, okay, Himalayan mountain range. Okay, we will come to this picture, but first we will see the explanation of these things in the book. Okay, then we will come to this picture. I show this figure so that when I told you that thing in the paragraph, then I gave you the reference of this picture. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So yes, Ahmad Abdul Latif, can you read it?
A mountain is a large landform that rises steeply above its surroundings. It rises to a peak or ridge above 600. It
Okay, that's
rises to a
good.
peak or
That's
ridge
it.
above
That's
600
it.
meters.
That's it. Abdul Rahman, Abdul Latif. That's it. Ahmad Abdul Latif. Abdul Rahman Ayman. Can you read this line again?
Sir, you unmute me.
Yes, I unmute you, Abdul Rahman Ayman.
In chapter 2, we learned that Earth's crust uh, is not continuous but broken into
Where are you
pieces
reading?
called plates.
No, no, no. Read this one. What happened, Abdul Rahman Ayman? Read this one again. This till here. See the
A
marks on the
mountain
screen,
is a
please.
large landform that rises steeply above its surroundings. It rises a peak or ridge above 600 meters.
Okay. Thank you, Abdul Rahman Ayman. Okay. So now the second student will read. First, you all read, then I will explain. Okay, Malik. Malik, can you read it from here till here?
Uh, in chapter 2, we learned that the Earth's crust is not continuous
but broken into pieces called plates.
Okay. So, Muhammad Al Sayyed, can you read the line which Malik read? Thank you, Malik.
Okay. Chapter 2, we learn that the Earth's crust is not continuous but broken into pieces called plates.
Okay, that's good. So, let's move to the third line. What third line is saying? Asil Soleh. Yes, Asil. Can you read this one?
Where, sir?
From here, from here till here.
Okay, sir. These planets fall on the same
Semi-liquid.
uh, same liquid
These planets roll on a semi-liquid.
mantle and they are
Continuously
continuously moving the
movement.
of the movements of the
Plates.
planets are not smooth all the time. Sometime when two planets
Plates,
called
not planets.
plate,
When two plates
plate,
collide.
when two
Say it's plates.
plates
Plates.
collide, the soft
Sedimentary. Sedimentary.
sedimentary rock behind
Bend.
behind
Bend.
bend, bend and blocky out
Buckle up.
up up to form called floor mountain.
Mama Noor, can you read this one? Mama Noor, can you read this one?
Yes, sir.
Read it, please.
These blades float on the semi-liquid mantle and they continuously moving. Movements of the plates are not smooth all the time. Sometimes when two plates collide, the soft sedimentary rocks bend
Bend.
or buckle up to form fold mountains.
Very good. That's great. That's great. Adam. Adam, can you read it?
Yes, sir. Okay. These plates float on the semi-liquid mantle and they are continuously moving. The movements of the plates are not smooth all the time. Sometimes, when two plates collide, the soft sedimentary rocks bend or buckle up to form fold mountains.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So very good, Adam and Mohammed Noor. You wrote it correct. Very good. Okay. So, Afan. Afan, can you read this one? This one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read it, please.
This process is known as floating flow. Ago, a mountain may not occur along, but often several mountains grouped together to form a mountain range.
Okay, you missed one line. Oh, it's okay. Saifani. Saifani, can you read it again?
Yes,
Like
sir.
like the Afan
This
said.
process This process is known as folding. Fold mountains are usually formed over millions of years ago. A mountain may not occur alone, but often several mountains group together to form a mountain range.
Okay, that's it. That's good. Very good, Safani. That's great. Okay, so two students read it. So let's move to the next one. Yes, Mohammed Ahmad. Can you read this one?
Okay, sir. Sir, from examples to
Yes,
the word. Okay.
yes, yes.
Examples of fold mountains ranges are the Himalayan
Himalayan,
mountains in
Himalayan
Asia.
mountains. Himalayan,
Himalayan mountains in Asia.
Alps,
Alps in
Europe.
what?
Alps, Alps,
Alps in Europe, Andes in South America,
Rocky.
Rockies in North America, and Urals in Russia.
Good.
Shows the location of the major fold mountain ranges in the world.
Okay, okay. So Hassan Mohammed. Hassan Mohammed, can you read this one?
Okay, sir. Examples of fold mountains ranges are the Himalayan mountains in Asia, Alps in Europe, Andes in South America, Rockies in North America, and Urals in Russia. Shows the location of major fold mountain ranges in the world.
Okay. Abdul Rahman Hazim, can you read this one? Good, Hassan. You read it correct. Abdul Rahman Hazim, can you read this one?
Yes, sir. Okay. Examples of the examples of fold mountains ranges are the Himalayan mountains in
Himalayan mountains.
Asia,
Himalayan.
Himalayan mountains in Asia, figure 4.1.
Alps.
Ellipse in
Alps.
el-
Alps, Europe.
ellipse ellipse in Europe, ends in the South America, routes in the location of the major fold
Rockies in
mountain
North America.
range, North America, and the Urals in Russia. Figure 4.2 shows the location of the major fold mountain ranges in the world.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So Abdul Rahman Hazim, Hassan Muhammad, and Muhammad Ahmad read this paragraph. Very good. Okay. So let's start the explanation of this thing. So what do we have in it? So first thing we are going to see, the mountain is a large landform. We all know mountains are big, so that's why it's a large landform that rises steeply. There is a word steeply is there. The word steeply is there. What does steeply means? Steeply means something which is at very sharp angle, which is at very sharp edge. How the mountains, sometimes mountains are at very sharp edge. Let me show you the picture. I add a picture for you, so that you will get to know the how mountains look steeply. See this picture. If you see this mountain is a steeply, it's not easy to climb that mountain. There are so many mountains are there in the world on which you can't climb easily. See, on this side, even this side is not easy. It's very much straight because it's at the sharp edge, at the sharp angle, and this side it's nearly impossible, but people do it. These are the steep mountains. They are steeply formed. Okay, they are formed steeply means they have an angle. See this angle. Is this easy to climb? No, it's not easy. So the angle of the mountains, the angle of the flatness of a surface is different. So what did we see? A mountain is a large landform that rises steeply at sharp angle above its surrounding. Around the nature, they grow. It rises to a peak is just the top of the mountain, or a ridge above 600 meter. What is ridge? Okay, A peak is just a single mountain, and ridge is something else. Let me show you what is ridge. This is ridge. If you see, it's a narrow mountain. It's a narrow mountain. See, this is a complete ridge. One mountain, two, three, four, and so many. So these are some narrow mountains. So the complete range is basically considered as a ridge in it. So a narrow mountains are considered as a ridge. Ridge has the simple difference between a peak and a ridge has more than one mountain, and a single mountain is just one peak. But there are so many peaks available in these type of mountains. So everybody understand these two words meaning steeply and ridge. Everybody understand this thing?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
so what we see in the first line, we see a mountain is a large landform that rises at a sharp angle above its surroundings. It rises to a peak or many mountains. Many mountains range. Ridge is a range of mountains above 600 meters. This is the growing power that the mountain, the height of the mountain would be this much. Okay, above 600 meter. In the chapter 2, in the chapter 2 we already done, in the chapter 2 we already done one thing. What we have done, we learned that earth crust is not continuous. We know very well the earth crust is not continuous but broken into pieces called plates. We studied that thing. And these plates are float on the semi-liquid mantle. These plates are float on the semi-liquid mantle, and they are continuously moving. When they are continuously moving, when they move fast, we got earthquake. But they are continuously moving very slowly. The movements of these plates are not smooth. The movement of a car is smooth. Okay, because when we are moving in the car, we are in a relaxed position, but the movement of these plates is not smooth all the time. Means sometimes they are smooth and sometimes not. Sometimes when two plates collide means when two plates crash into each other. Okay, collide. The soft sedimentary rocks, both plates, those are moving on the semi-liquid mantle, are sedimentary rocks. Both plates, those who are moving on the mantle, are sedimentary rocks. One is soft and the other one is harder. This picture is of sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks are of these types. This is a type of a sedimentary rock. So when two sedimentary rocks collide with each other, what happen? The softer one, okay, the softer one, when there is a fight, the one is the powerful and the other one is the weak. So there is always a one soft sedimentary rock. So soft one will be bent or buckle up to form the fold mountains. To form the fold mountains. How they formed up? Let me show you one picture more so that you will get to know how they are formed up. If you see this picture, in this picture, one sedimentary rock is there. There is a difference. It's a one, and there's a two. When they collide with each other, they crash into each other. Then what happened? What happened when they collide with each other? See, the land, the rocks is moving upward. The land or the rock is moving upward in this direction. So in this way they are making the mountains. When the rock is moving in this direction, in this way, and there is another rock which is moving in direction, and after when they are colliding, so where that land will go, when they are moving into each other, the land will go up. When the land will go up, the mountains will be formed. When land will go up because of the colliding, then the mountains will be formed. Then the mountains will be formed. This is called as a fold. This thing we call as a fold. This is a one rock. This rock is colliding, crashing into the another rock. Another rock is also coming towards it. Okay, when they are collide with each other, then this land will go upside. Okay, on the both side. When this land go upside, it will make the mountains. And when so many mountains are there, then the ridge or the mountain range is formed. This is called the fold mountains. The mountains which is formed because of the collision of rocks. So Everybody understand this thing? What are the fold mountains?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so this process is known as or called as the folding. This process is known as the folding. Fold mountains are usually formed over millions of years ago. Okay, formed over millions of years ago. Okay, this clashing, this collision, this collideness of a rocks takes much time. Okay, in 20 days it's not possible. In 30 days it's not possible to make a mountain. It takes millions of years. A mountains may not occur alone, but offer several mountains grouped together to form a mountain range. A single mountain never formed. Normally, it's a complete range of mountains which formed because of the collision of plates. Example of fold mountain ranges are at the Himalayan mountains in the Asia. So, let me show you the picture of a Himalayan mountains. This is the picture of a Himalayan mountains in Asia. If you see, there are so many mountains are there. The second one, we have the Alps in Europe. So this is the picture of Alps mountain range in the Europe. Okay. And then the third thing we have, it's Andes in South America. So this is the picture of a mountain range of Andes in the South America. If you see, there are so many mountains, not a single mountain, so many. All of them are a range. And then we have Rockies in North America. So this is the picture of a Rockies mountain range or in America. There are so many mountains and see how beautiful they are. All the mountain ranges of the world are very much good and beautiful. Okay, the last one is Urals or Urals in Russia. So this is the mountain range of the Urals in the Russia. So if you see, these are very much steep. Why? Because the angle of these mountains is very sharp. It's very hard to climb them, but they are considered as the fold mountains. So as we discuss about the picture, as we discussed about the picture, that Figure 2.2 shows the location of the major fold mountain ranges in the world. The names we see in it is considered here, and we also see the original picture. The tallest mountain in the world is Mount Everest. It is an example of fold mountain. It is an example of fold mountain. So everybody understand this thing? It's easy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Sir, Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth, right?
Yes, you are right. You are right. This is the highest one. So after this, what you have to do, the assignment is available for you. And have a nice weekend. We will meet in the next class. And this is it. Our time for the lesson is finished. We will meet in the next class. Have a nice day, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Goodbye,
sir.
Sir, I have
Bye,
one
sir.
question.
Bye, sir.